of you niggas ain't real, real, real. Some of you niggas ain't real, real, real. Some of you niggas ain't real, real, real. Some of you niggas ain't real, real, real.
Peace, peace. Shalom, shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Knowledge for Knowledge, an exchange of information with Knowledge Ali. Here at Knowledge for Knowledge, we like to go over and discuss topics relating to the so-called black community to inform, educate, and find solutions to problems so they are no longer a problem. I'm your host, Knowledge Ali. Tonight's episode is for the men, but ladies, y'all need to hear this too, for real, for real. Black men cry. I said it. Black men cry. I should just end the whole goddamn motherfucking show on that note. It shouldn't be nothing else more to be said, but black men cry. What are some of the reasons why us as men were taught not to cry and that it was a sign of weakness? Shit. For me being an 80s baby and a 90s kid, the idea that men shouldn't cry and that showing emotions as a weakness was is deeply rooted in societal norms and traditional gender roles, right? So like in our culture coming up, with the belief that men supposed to be hard, gangster, strong, stoic and unemotional, that type of shit. And not understanding that crying is often seen, as a sign of, give me a second, gotta scrape my audio out real quick. There we go. So yeah, like I was saying, man, in our culture, coming up with the belief that men supposed to be hard and gangster and strong, stoic and unemotional, all that shit, and not understanding that crying is often seen as a sign of vulnerability, which contradicts the that traditional image of masculinity. From a young age, boys are often told to man up, be strong, which implicitly teaches them that expressing emotions like sadness is unacceptable. And this can lead to emotional suppression and the belief that crying is shameful. Men may fear being judged or ridiculed by peers, family, or society if they show emotions. This fear can deter us from expressing our feelings openly. And then the media, and the portrayal of male heroes and male role models as strong, silent types who rarely show emotions, like that representation, it only enforces the idea that real men don't cry, and like that shit ain't real. The concept of fragile masculinity suggests that men feel pressured to conform to a narrow definition of manhood. Crime could be seen as a threat to this fragile sense of masculinity. Understanding some of these reasons, you know, can help in challenging and changing these the outdated ass norms. But how, you know, what can we do to change these norms? I think embracing vulnerability and emotional expression is it's a crucial part of personal and mental health. Changing societal norms around men and emotions require it's gonna be a collective effort, you know what I'm saying? And a shift in mindset, you know. All right, man. Look, check this. I got something for the fellas. Ladies, y'all listening to. We gotta encourage open conversations and create safe spaces where men can openly discuss their feelings and their experiences without fear of judgment, you know, like excuse me, like support groups, therapy sessions, you know, just casual conversations with friends and family, you know. Most definitely promote positive role models. You know, look here, boys, men, brothers, uncles, fathers, grandfathers, we all that shit. Highlight and celebrate men who express their emotions openly and healthy. Because this can help redefine what it means to be strong and masculine. A lot of this shit, it started in the home, and like, you're gonna see how I backtrack a lot of this shit to where it started in the home. But for this, you know, teach boys that it's okay to express their emotions, you know. School and parents play a crucial part in this, you know, by like, you know, you gotta encourage emotional literacy and empathy from, you know, from an early age. Early age start, because a lot of this shit, it start young for us. The media representations, you know, we gotta push for more diverse and realistic portrayals of men in media. Not none of that Tyler Perry ad bullshit. Men that show vulnerability and that are caring and are emotionally expressive. That mental health, you gonna hear a lot of that. You might well get used to that. Like we gonna touch on that because that's important. Like, so like, if you ain't got your mind right, everything else ain't right. But I mean, man, we need to encourage other brothers to seek help when needed and normalize conversations about mental health. You dig? Let's break down that stigma associated with seeking emotional support. You know, it's there if we need it. We should encourage others to use it if they need it. And by doing that, we also got to lead by example. You know, if you comfortable with sharing your own experience with vulnerability and your emotional expression, inspires others to do the same. You know, and that can create a ripple effect of change. You know what I'm saying? I done tried some of these approaches myself, and they challenging, but I mean, we need to keep pushing them. You know, it's gonna bring change. But also that's what, like, we have to build a strong support network. You know, where us men can connect with others who understand our experiences. You know, things like mentorship programs, support groups, community organizations, you know what I'm saying? Shit, back in my day, like, we got some of the knowledge from the elder men, the elder gods, you know what I'm saying? By being in the barbershop. Like, the barbershop wasn't where you just got cut. Like, that's where you learned some shit about life too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my barbers out there that, you know, creating that atmosphere and that safe place for us men to have these conversations amongst each other and not just talk about sports, cars, and women all the time. You know what I'm saying? We actually talking about some real life shit that go on with us and affect us on the inside, you know. But talk better to your fellow man, man. That's also your brother. So like, we got to use more positive affirmations and practice self-care, you know, to boost self-esteem and that emotional resilience, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with affirming yourself. Like, we always look for other people to do shit. Nah, man, the best, if you want something done, I mean, you got to get up off your ass and do it yourself. So it's nothing wrong with saying affirmations like, it's okay to feel, or my emotions valid. I don't need nobody to validate my shit. I know my shit valid. Because sometimes, you know, we tend to go based off a lot of what other people think, and we don't ask ourselves, what do we think of it? And which one really do motherfucking matter? But, you know, like I say, you know, affirming yourself, you know, them self-affirmations, you know, they can be powerful. But, I mean, look, man, shit. Strong men cry. Strong men cry. And it takes strength to do so. So, like, never look at that as a weakness. You know, it requires courage to go against these societal expectations and show vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? I mean, crying can be seen as a sign of strength. For real, for real. Shit, crying is an honest expression of one's feelings. And it takes strength to be one, you know, to be true with yourself and others, you know what I'm saying? About what you experience, you know, what you feeling on, you know, your emotions. Like, society taught us men to suppress our emotions and equate crying with weakness, you know what I'm saying? But crying actually challenges these stereotypes, and embracing one's emotions require inner strength and resilience. Because you gotta think about it. A lot of people cry in like private, you know what I'm saying? We tend to hide that. But think about how much it actually takes to just go ahead and let out what you got inside in front of somebody else or around somebody who you with. Especially like if you ain't never like did that, or you may have had a safe space at one point in time, then went through a rough patch, and now you got to get back acclimated to having a safe space. So it's like you taking a while to open up. It's understandable, man. It's what we go through, you know. Us men deal with a lot of grief, you know, and acknowledging and expressing emotions is crucial. It's crucial for mental health, you know. Crying can be a healthy way to release stress and process those emotions you feeling. Like I say, it takes strength to prioritize one's mental well-being in the world that often, you know, stigmatizes emotional expression towards us men. Well, like, a lot of times we made to feel like we ain't got no voice. Not when it comes to emotions, really saying how we feel deep down inside. Like, a lot of us feel like we ain't got no voice. Showing vulnerability can deepen relationships and foster connections with people. But it takes strength to open up and allow others to see your true self. Man, look, by crying and showing emotions, like, look, man, us men, we can serve as role models for others, you know, demonstrating that it's okay to be vulnerable. Like, all that being hard shit, like let's be fucking real, man. Like a lot of us do that shit because it's a fucking defense mechanism. It's like a fucking coat we put the fuck on that we don't necessarily need all the time. Shit, historically, like many coaches, they done revered men who showed their emotions. Like an example, I'm gonna drop some shit on y'all real quick. Medieval knights and samurai, they was often depicted, weeping, like literally crying in literature and in art. So like embracing that aspect of masculinity, I think it could be seen as like reclaiming a more holistic and authentic version of manhood. By understanding and embracing these aspects, us men can redefine what it means to be strong and create a more supportive environment for emotional expression. I mean, how do you feel about this? Like, have you seen examples of strength in your life, your community? Like, I think we need more conversations around emotional strength. Now, for my young boys, my young men, how can we encourage boys to embrace their emotions from a young age? Because like I say, that's where a lot of this shit start at when you start backtracking where this shit come from. And you go back to the true origin. It started in the home, but don't blame your parents. But a lot of this shit started in the home. But anywho, show boys that it's okay to express emotions. By modeling it, yourself. Lead by example. Share your feelings openly and talk about how to handle them. Teach boys it's a wide range of emotions. Help them identify and articulate their feelings. When boys do express their feelings, validate their feelings instead of dismissing them. Let them know it's okay to feel sad, angry, even scared. It's fine. It's okay. It's normal. It's a part of life. We're gonna figure it out. Let them, like I say, you gotta let them know. Sometimes, like, they need that reassurance, man. Provide environments where boys feel safe to express their emotions without fear, judgment, or ridicule. This can be anywhere, in the school, community, at the house. Teach boys to understand and empathize with others' emotions, Help them become more attuned to their own feelings as well. Actively challenge the stereotypes that suggest boys to be tough and unemotional. Let's encourage behaviors that promote emotional expression and vulnerability. We can share books, movies, shows that are good depictions of boys and men expressing a wide range of emotions, We can do things like introduce mindfulness practices that help boys become more aware of their emotions and how to manage them, techniques like deep breathing and meditation. Teaching them that instead of lashing out, let's learn to go within and figure it out and put things in its proper place. Support boys in finding creative outlets for their emotions, things like drawing, writing, playing music, if needed, don't hesitate to seek help from a therapist or a counselor, somebody who specializes in, children emotional development, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, look, men cry, ain't shit wrong with it. And men, we should cry often. I'm gonna say it again. Men cry. Ain't a damn thing wrong with it. And us men should cry often. Release that pent up emotion. Cause that'll help prevent that overload, Reduce stress, don't always hold it in. Let it out, man. That shit natural, man. It's okay to feel the way you feel. Process it. Like, Crying say this. Crying says, hey, I need help. I need support. Crying is a signal. Some need empathy and understanding, Allowing yourself to cry can enhance emotional intelligence by helping us men become more attuned with our feelings. So men, we got to encourage men to cry and express their emotions. It can lead to a healthier, more balanced life, Nonetheless, we need more awareness around men's emotional health. I'ma end that. I ain't gonna cook no more. You fuck around and burn the food. That shit done. So, man, look, this I'm a real person. I did this from the heart, and when it's from the heart, it affect hearts. And like it took me a minute to write this show out, cause like it's so much shit that I could have touched on. Like I can run this shit if y'all want me to just let this shit run. Like, we can let it run, cause I know there's some real shit. Like, what you think, Big E? What you think? Like, we should just let this shit run?
I say let's get into it.
Let's go then. What you want to get into, brother?
I like when it comes down to men crying, bro. I can relate to that, because and it was once a time where I felt like I was less of a man if I cried. You feel me? But that's just because I wasn't 100% sure of myself. You see? And I believe that's when hiding that emotion becomes dormant. You know what I mean? Because now when it comes to that crying, bro, I don't think no man is supposed to be a crybaby. You feel what I'm saying? But
yes, like if you go, that's why we have to identify and put it in its proper place to make sure we ain't crying for no reason.
For sure. And then, and let's just say this: if you do cry, it's not necessary for you to cry in front of somebody. You know what I mean? Like, just get that pressure, because what you're doing when you're crying, bro, is you're releasing negative vibrations, bro. And like every time I ever cried, bro, after I was done, I felt 100% better. Like, I felt lighter on my feet, everything. You know what I'm saying? So during my transformation, which started like a year and a half ago, I did my first piece of shadow work, right?
Yeah.
Before then, even like going through like, bro, tragedies in my life, I still wouldn't shed a tear up until this moment when I was like 36. You feel what I'm saying? So what happened was I got into my shadow work, right? And I think I mentioned this to you before, but I didn't add what really happened. You know what I mean? So I got into my shadow work for the first time, and I realized like how subconsciously I was a womanizer. You feel what I'm saying? And I wasn't a womanizer to the point of putting my hands on women. Hell no, that's not me. I'm not that guy. But yeah. I was like, I was a dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say more like just running through women, so to speak.
Yeah. I was sexually active. You feel me? And even though I had someone at home, right? So now I have to. I was thinking about how the emotional drain that I put on her, but then I also went to thinking about the other women, right? And even though these women, they were because whenever I deal with a woman, bro, I tell them how it is, what it is, what's going on, and it's up to you if you still want to deal with me, if you still want to get in a relationship with me, right?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, when you got money and you just full of charisma, bro, they still gonna hang out. You know what I'm saying? But all along, me unknowingly, that it wasn't justifiable for just me asking that, because once people get intimate and once people catch a vibe with you, bro, they heart get involved regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
no
I
matter
see-
how much we try and separate that shit. Yeah.
For sure, that's only nature. You feel me? So I did this to a string of women, and just doing my shadow work and reliving those moments and seeing the pain that I caused these women, bro. And then the part, okay, so that's when, and I was by myself, right? So that's when I cried, bro. You know what I'm saying? I cried for sure. And it wasn't because I was necessarily feeling sympathy for myself. It was because I was unaware of the acts that I was doing to these goddesses, bro. And I just thought it was so cool. You feel what I'm saying? And after I cried, bro, I felt a lot better, and a new me was born from these tears. So the tears of pain actually were tears of joy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I say, like, it's cool. It's a great thing as far as like coping, venting. It's a great thing to cry. You know what I'm saying? But once you realize what you're crying for,
Yeah.
you no longer have to cry about it anymore.
There you go. There
Let
you go.
it, give it to the universe. Give all that pain back to the universe, and you figure out how you're gonna grow from it.
Yeah. Exchange that negative for a positive. Facts.
You know? So that's my experience from when I first started tapping into and it's all about really tapping into your divine feminine side.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all about fusing with that nurturing side. It's all about getting more in tune with that unconditional love. I'm talking about that creative love, that creator love.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I believe there's no love bigger than a mother and a child. Like something she actually birthed. So we have to tap into that for people other than ourselves. You feel? Other than just the child. You know? So that's just basically how I feel. Like, just it's just basically knowing who you are. Like, you got to have confidence in yourself, whether you cry or not, because I done been through so many challenges since that time, that because once you go through a awakening, bro, you gonna go through so many simulations that you said you would never go to, and if it doesn't cause you to break down, you not human, bro. I mean, you not. That's not normal.
You might need to tell them again for the ones in the back on their phone.
I'm serious. Like, once you really go through an awakening, you everything that you thought you would never do, it actually comes to existence, bro.
Yeah, you're now open and subjected to experience everything.
Exactly, bro. And with those challenges, bro, if you don't break down some form and fashion, bro, you're not real.
Yeah.
You're not real.
Yeah, you're not.
Because it's a mental, I don't even know what to call it, bro. It's that complex, bro.
Yeah,
It's a literally, bro. It's a spiritual warfare.
Yo, I was just having a conversation about that with the spiritual warfare, and like my depiction of it is like, it ain't like really on like no angels and demon type shit. Like what I define the spiritual warfare is like the warfare between higher self and lower self, and finding that balance.
Exactly.
And some of those things that we may call a negative energy or whatever, like, what if that's like that outward manifestation of the shit that's in us?
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. So like at the end of the day, but it's cool to cry, even if you could just crying in the shower.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah,
But
because I know some of us, like, you know, we got this thing where, like, we don't want to cry around nobody. But ain't nothing wrong with that.
no, but especially if it's a see now, it got to be a true friend though.
Yeah,
You
it
feel
got
me?
to be
Like,
a safe space.
yes,
Mostly.
a safe space. You took the words out of my mouth.
It got to be a safe
know?
space, definitely.
And
And a lot of us men don't have those safe spaces to do so.
now we get it down to it. Now we're getting into the thick of things. You feel me?
Mhm.
So how can a man actually evolve if he
Yeah.
doesn't have someone a shoulder to lean on?
Talk about like what it like if it's one of them situations where like the man in a relationship, but he can't get on that emotional level with the one that he's in a relationship with.
Or let's just say he's not even in a relationship.
Oh, talk about
I'm kind of in that situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, huh?
What you say?
I say, or he might not even be in a relationship. You feel me? Like this for single dudes right now. You know what I mean? Like, and then what if you come from say for example you don't even have a family like that. You know what I mean? To even call anyone like, and then you don't have a spouse or in a relationship with a woman. Then you really don't have nobody to lean on or
I think
open up
that's
to.
but with that that's what we have to we gotta create some kind of you know, those of us, like I say, we done went from nephew to uncle, so like we got a responsibility now, you know what I'm saying? So like for those like you say that don't have that family and or family support or friends, like yeah, we gotta like create a community for them brothers, you know what I'm saying?
But
So they feel left out, you know, isolation or whatever.
you know what, Ali though?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that tender touch can be right in your face though. Like for real, like cause so today I was at the I was at my shop, you know what I mean? And a customer came in and I feel like she was an angel. No cap.
Mm-hmm.
So she came in there and she was talking to me and we was vibing. And the conversation had got so intense that I went to revealing some of the challenges I'm going through. And she was
Speaking your testimony.
yes, bro. Like, even I'm speaking my pain to this woman. Like sometimes the universe will put people right in your path, bro, for you to open up to.
Yeah, they come along and be like, let me take that off for you. And they ain't even telling you they doing it, it just happened.
Cause that's why I always say, like, I used to say, like, when people ask me, what's up, or how's it going? I used to be like, I mean, I can't call it. I can't call it. But even if I do, ain't nobody gonna kill.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I used to say that a lot, right? Until one day somebody actually told me, man, like, bro, that's not true because I do care. I do want to hear it. Like somebody actually literally told me that.
There you go. And that's all it takes. Just that little bit, like, hey man, look, I don't care what nobody else think, bro. Like, bro, like if you need to talk, I got you. Like, fuck all that bullshit. Like, for real. Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't have that, and like, you know, it ain't got to be from another man. It could be from anybody. Like, to have that, even if it's for a split second,
Yeah,
to just release that and have that shit come up off of you,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Man.
And it's ironic because I talked to her. Boom, we had a great conversation. She took my business card, bro. So she called me back, bro. Dog, this was the most like this how I knew because when I first she called me back, bro, and when she went to talking to me, bro, she just gave me straight motivation, encouragement, bro. It was to the point where I couldn't say a word, bro. And when it was like
affirmation,
bro, she was speaking affirmations to me, bro. She was telling me things that I was going through. Like I couldn't believe this. Like I still don't think this lady was real. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So when she called me, when she was talking to me on the phone, like, bro, I started getting chill bumps on my brain, on my head. I started getting chill bumps on my arms. And you know what that means, like, esoterically, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like you're in the presence of angels, basically. You know what I mean? So I felt that. And when she just kept encouraging me, bro, and like, bro, it had got so deep, Ali, that, bro, I shed tears in that. She ain't know I cried. She ain't know I cried, bro.
Did you tell her later on?
I ain't never cried, bro. Ain't nobody ever broke me down, bro, like that, bro.
Did you tell her later on though, like after the fact?
No, I didn't. But before we ended the conversation, I returned the energy by telling her how thankful I was and how I needed this, and you know what I mean. And I just complimented her on her acts of kindness, sincerely.
Yeah.
So that I can lift her vibe also. You know, see, it's not all about you exchanging funds to transmute energy or just show that you care. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You could do it also by acts of kindness, even if it's through words, through communication.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So she did that, bro, and then like it just blowed my mind, bro. Like, so that's why I can sit up there and say, like, sometimes strangers might walk into your life just so you could just release that.
Yeah.
You know, and
Thanks.
that shit was crazy, Ali. Like, this lady called me predicting my life. Everything I thought about what I was gonna be, everything I thought about what I was going through, bro. All of that, dog. She addressed it all, bro. And then she not only addressed these things unknowingly that I'm feeling this way, she actually confirmed a lot of things that I was thinking. I was like, man.
Oh yeah, that be that shit when somebody come along and just either connect the dots or hit the nail on the head each and every time. You be like, what the fuck?
It was a
I ain't
flawless
mad at
victory.
you, but like, how in the fuck you doing that?
That's why I say she got to be some type of angel, prophet, psychic, oracle, something.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, all the above. Check. Check.
You know what I'm saying? And like, that's just how beautiful life is. Like, we just got to be open for these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't be so boxed in to your trauma that you don't realize the helping hand that you need is right here.
Yeah.
Don't consolidate yourself to the trauma. Be open for healing and don't let it carry on to the next individual that you meet.
Mm.
You know, that, no.
Yeah, we got enough of that hurt people shit going
That's
on.
for sure, bro.
Yeah, like we got to disconnect from that shit,
That's for sure.
especially using it as a fucking excuse.
What?
Right? We
got to basically, bro. It's okay to shed a tear or two. You know what I mean? But just know why you're shedding that tear and what was the purpose
have an
of that tear.
understanding of what you are experiencing, and it'd be like, okay, well, I'm crying because I'm frustrated, or I'm crying because this what I just experienced made me feel this, whether it made me feel happy, or it made me feel sad, or it made me have the feeling of fear, or whatever. Like there's nothing wrong with crying, but
For
I
sure.
think we also need to under and understand what we're crying for.
That for sure. You get carried away with that shit, it become a bad habit.
Yeah, and fuck that sassy shit.
For
Oh
real.
man, crying is sassy. Fuck all that sassy shit. Tell that sassy shit, get the fuck out of here.
Cause that's like with my son, Ali, right? He
Yeah.
been going through his struggles in life too. He's 17, you feel me? And when he was growing up, like, I used to always be like, nigga, poke your chest out, nigga, stop crying, nigga, what you, all that there. But now that I've found myself and he's going through emotional changes also, now I invite him to let it out. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, and that strengthened our relationship, bro.
Yeah, yeah, because
That's me
that's what really that we be needing is like that connection.
hmm
Yeah. Like, hey, I got something going on.
We all do, like
Yeah.
and that's why I don't be afraid to open up to my children anymore.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Because I want them to learn from my experiences also. I want to
Yeah,
let them know that I'm not perfect either. And
ain't none of us, man.
you gonna meet roads and bumps in the road.
Yeah, like
This is normal. But I want you to learn from my strength. You see how I'm not letting it bring me down? So
not
when
only the strength, but also the resilience too, bruh.
for sure, it's all about the resilience.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, it ain't about how many times you get knocked down,
Oh.
but you getting up.
Yeah. So that's like a lot of dudes, they get it with their kids, like when they fucked up and shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
They disconnect. But shit,
Yeah.
nigga, if you can't financially provide for them, at least you need to keep it real with them so they can know what the fuck going on in these streets.
Yeah, man, shit, yeah.
Let them
If
know
you
what the
ain't-
real
if
is out
you
here.
ain't pouring out your pocket and pouring into your kids. Post some knowledge, some wisdom, some understanding, some empathy, some fucking compassion into your kids. Especially these boys, man. Cause we grow up confused and angry at a lot of fucking shit. And we really don't be knowing why. We just carry that shit. Help, like let's fix our shit, figure it out, so we can help these boys, so these boys don't go through that shit. Like boy, I've always wanted girls, cause shit like that scares me about wanting to raise a boy into a man. Cause I know how I was as a boy, going into a man, and the anger, the confusion mixed with the fucking hormone cocktail of testosterone and shit. Like
Everybody wanna be
and
hard.
all the shit that society tell you that, men is this, and like, okay, well, when I become a man, I got to do this, and I got to do that. And that's how the fuck I'm supposed to be. Like I think somebody told me this, and we heard it on another episode. Like, we ain't got no transition, bruh, and that shit fuck us up.
Yeah. And that's why we actually got to go within and be aware of what's going on, because like I said, unknowingly you could be passing that down to your son. Like me, I used to tell him, fuck your chest out, nigga, suck it up, all this shit. When really you bottling in trauma.
Yeah.
You just bottling trauma, and then you wonder why.
I see how you've been acting.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and discuss this to figure out why you're expressing yourself in this manner, versus being like, hey man, fuck that shit, stop doing that puss ass shit and sit your punk ass down. Like, nah, that don't work.
Communication.
Like, all right, let's figure out why are you acting out in this way? Why? Well, not acting out, because we don't want to say acting out. Why are you communicating in this form versus verbally? You know what I'm saying? Why are you expressing whatever you feeling or whatever you got going on the way that you're doing it?
And then you expressing it through anger.
You got to make them think about what's going on. They just going through the shit.
It's be a lack of love too, bro.
Oh, that's a lot. Like a lack of love and the well, shit. Lack of love with shit. Love, knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Like, it's be hard, like, cause I'm breaking myself out of this, bro. I didn't really.
I'm still learning as I go, bro.
My mama growing up, like, she kept me up to date with school clothes, and we had food to eat every day. You feel me? But at the same time, bro, the communication wasn't there.
There you go.
Like, the love expressing of love wasn't there as it should have been. Now that I'm looking back on it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that led me to being solitude, like, with opening up or even receiving love correctly.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I don't even know how to receive love right. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say the hug and be like, thank you for that. I don't even know. I think I always got to do something for somebody.
People used to call me rude.
I think I always have to do something for somebody after it, or you know what I mean? When people be actually
It had
doing
to be
things.
shown for me to start doing that shit again.
Mhm.
Uh,
But I'm breaking out of that though. Like I'm seeing that it is.
and that's good.
I'm seeing that it is a lot of people out there who really show unconditional love, like genuinely.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, because we experience so much fake shit, fake love, fake friends, fake all that shit, and that's what we fucking conditioned to. So when somebody actually true and genuine, it's like, okay, what the fuck what you trying to do? Like you think, you know? It's like you know, we have a guard up because that's what we used to.
We thinking it's ulterior motive.
Thankfully that, you know, those people are consistently genuine and don't give up. And we do realize that, okay, they don't want nothing from me. They not trying to take nothing from me. They not trying to hurt me. They actually here for me. And, you know, we start to, in a sense, you know, like loosen up and, you know, let them in, you know.
For the most part, you end up, to be honest, bro, for the most part, people who stuck in that type of trauma, bro, we don't really recognize it until it's over.
Yeah.
Then you looking back like, damn,
Yeah.
I can't even get this back.
Damn.
We can't even get this back. You know? But the crazy part is, right, nigga, we get in another one with the same situation and fuck that one up on the same technicality.
Yeah, we also go through our cycles and our patterns too. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that can be good, and the patterns and cycles of bullshit that we do that we need to figure out why we do that. Yeah.
For real. So, you know.
Man. But I commend those of us who, like, we putting in the work to get it together, and we trying to not only do that but prepare and formulate something to pass down to those that's you know, younger and under us, you know, whether it's in our family or those we know or meet along the way type shit, you know. Well,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, I believe like it's all like you said, it's all about communication.
yeah.
Don't
yeah,
be afraid to express your feelings, because the thing about communication is, and the thing about it is, like, you might be feeling one way, right? But and about this person or the way they act, but you're not saying anything. But that person might not know that they're causing you pain unless you actually open up about it.
yeah. It's
know what I
nothing
mean?
wrong with being like, bro, I don't like what you did.
It's
You
just,
know, it makes me feel this way.
yes. Just open up, and just because then what you're doing is, by healing yourself, you're actually going to be healing that person also, because you're leading this, and then
Yeah,
hopefully they'll follow
exactly.
suit. They'll follow
You
suit.
lead by example. You motherfucking right.
That's real love though. Like, that's real
Yeah.
unconditional love. When you're not afraid, when you're not afraid to put your ego to the side, just so you can have compassion for this other person to even understand you.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like, that's real love, bro. So
You know, because sometimes, you know, it be shit like that, and it be as simple as somebody had, you know, they just had a bad day and just they projected that shit out on you. It may not be intentional. Just, you know, sometimes you gotta be like, you know what? Yeah, I could probably drop down and get on that type of time and get on some bullshit and we go to throwing hands and all that shit, right? But that
Yeah.
don't solve nothing. Like, okay, bro, I know I ain't did nothing to you, so ain't no reason for me to be mad. And can't nobody disrespect me unless I let them for two. So hey, what you got going on, bro? You had a bad day? You had an argument? What's going on, bro? Like, what you holding on to? And sometimes that what that shit be, and that'll make them be like, damn. You know,
It'll make them aware.
Going through some things.
For sure.
You know, that might make them open up. You know, because sometimes, like I say, sometimes some of us men, all we know how to do is just carry the anger and the frustration, and that's what I mean by them projections. You know, how motherfucker or what sometimes, like what I like to call like emo dump, that emotional dump on the motherfucker real quick, like. Whether it be like outbursts of rah 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 rah, I'm like, bro, I ain't did shit to you, bro. But like, instead of us letting our ego kick in and be like, nigga, like, bro, I ain't gonna take that shit. I beat your motherfucking ass, bro. Nah, that ain't needed. It's like, okay, what bro got going on?
It's okay to talk first if you don't want to.
Yeah,
If you don't want,
yeah.
if
Hey,
you
bro,
don't, if
you
it still
okay?
get, you know, if it still get a little rough, then put your hand. Then
Hey.
you might have to lay it down. You feel me? But at
Like,
least
you need to talk, bro. You got something going on. It's cool, bro. It's a safe place, bro. It's okay. You can breathe, bro. You can breathe.
for sure though.
For real, bro.
I bet that'll help. You know that's gonna help. Nigga be like, they gonna start doing meditation and all that.
Like, yeah, come on, bro. Like even if we got to go listen to some Andre 3000 or something, bro. Come on, bro. Like, hey, bro, we hey, whatever you got going on, we finna disconnect from that shit, cause obviously that shit done fried you. It
And
done
that's-
weighed you down. It done stressed you out. Come on, bro. Nigga, we got to go play a round of golf, my nigga. We got to go to the bar, catch a comedy show or some shit, bro. Like, come on. Cause like, bro, like I mean, like, I done had partners that like, bro, you think they good, right? You think they good. You go to sleep and wake up the next day and get that phone call that you don't want to get. Your partner done fucked around and he ain't here no more. Cause he ain't had nobody to talk to. All the shit he was holding in finally crashed and came down and crushed him. And he couldn't take it no more. That type shit. Like, I don't want that to be happening no more. Like that shit hurt.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit be because like we don't be having the outlet to express ourselves, to let somebody know, hey man, look this what I'm carrying. This what the fuck I got going on. So yeah, like I know we got our own shit going on, but cause I know how us men is, like we tough on each other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, bro. And like
It be competition, bro.
we can't do that shit all the time, man.
Too much competition.
Yeah. Like I know motherfuckers like myself, like I don't really fuck with too many niggas, bro. Cause like they be on other shit. So like the few male friends I do got, like I really got love for them niggas. Cause like we don't just talk about no bullshit. Like we be like, hey bro, like you got time? Like we know how to let each other know, like, hey, I need you. And like I'm thankful that I got that. But like
Did
like
you
I
always
feel-
have that?
Huh?
Did you always have that?
Nah.
Or
Nah.
And that's why then I go back to you creating your reality, because you had to heal first and open yourself up to that to even receive it.
Yeah, cause like for me, like I'm the oldest, right? So like, I ain't got no big brother. I mean, well, I found out later on I do, but I grew up with, the thought of I ain't got no big brother. So like, I always hung around older people to like get that, which I'm glad I did. But like, others don't have that opportunity.
Like I said, I think the start is, is with us. It's with you. It's with me. We help manifest this whole reality. So I just say, incorporate subjects like this into the platform. You know what I
We
mean?
got to.
And then maybe that can start a uprising with, building, and just rebuilding,
Hey man, like,
We got to use our special abilities, whatever that may be, to help
you
push
know
the
what made me do this shit? Even though it was needed, like, you seen that shit? You seen that shit with Tyrese, bro? This interview?
It was a while ago.
Well, the last one on the Breakfast Club.
I had seen like a little snippet when he was on that Boohoo crying, I think.
Do you understand what he was displaying?
I didn't dissect it. No, break it down to me.
Okay, well, what clip was it that you saw? Because I mean, it was some boohoo crying through. Now, was it the one where he talking about black men cry and some of the shit that we go through that society overlook and don't ask if we okay with the shit?
No, I need to watch that. No.
Yeah, bro. It's an hour long. It's an hour long interview, bro.
No,
But like watch all of it. But like the last like 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
That was the shit that like that hit me. And I also understood that was the shit that a lot of people was going to make fun of. And that was some serious shit. And that was a man that showed not only just a bunch of emotions, the fact that it took a lot of fucking strength and courage to do that shit. Not only in front of a camera, but on a nationally syndicated radio show. For other men to know, like, hey man, look, I don't give a fuck. I'm a grown ass man. And then motherfucking cried. Bruh, since me and you been talking, like tears rolling down my fucking face for the last 5 minutes. Shit that I was holding nigga. Like, I was crying writing this shit on some real shit. Cause it's shit we go through that need to be talked about. And it's like when you see the young ones, they walking around mad or that's all you see when you know they going through some shit. It's like, damn, like how you help them out? Because you don't want to see them go through that shit. Shit, don't no child need to go through that shit.
Shit, I remember one time just because I'm empathic too, like, and I be looking at the broad spectrum of shit. Mm-hmm. And when I look at all that pain, like that even done broke me down before, like, cause I know I can't help everybody, bro, and like it's some people out there born into tragedy, bro. Like, I just be looking at everything, bro, from one big spectrum, bro, and that shit'll break you down if you really. Cause I like to walk in people's shoes when I meet somebody. When I meet somebody, I walk in their shoes because I got to really figure out what character this is I'm versing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I want to know if I really want to be a part of you. I mean, be in a relationship with you, whether it's got whoever. You feel me? Like, so that's how I try to get to know the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I do that sometime, bro, that shit have me like down for real because a lot of people be going through some things, bro. And sometimes you just don't know how can you find a solution to this.
Yeah.
You like the you because we like to, like you say, we ain't nephew no more, we uncle. So
Yeah.
we like to have solutions, you feel me? Like
Yeah, like we done been through some shit, so we can speak on some shit now.
so
But like, hey man, I see where you going, bro. If you gonna do that, this what's gonna happen now.
so
I can show you another way. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it now. Trust me.
so
If I could go back and fix some shit from when I was young, hell yeah, I press that motherfucking rewind button. I'll jump in that motherfucking time machine and go back and kick myself in the motherfucking ass on certain things in my young life. You fucking right. I'll wise myself to fuck up on some shit too. The game I got now, yeah, 40-year-old self will give the motherfucker who 20 years younger than my senior self the game I got and the wisdom I got now. You fucking right.
hey, I used to say nah I wouldn't because I wouldn't be the person who I am now. But once you think about it, hell yeah, if I could change this shit that I done been through to hurt me, boy.
Man, that just made me better at an earlier age to where, okay, by the time I done hit 40 now, yeah, like shit, yeah, nigga, I went through this shit at fucking 17. Nigga, I'm a veteran at this shit now.
yeah, for sure. I feel you on that now.
Yeah.
For sure. Being ahead.
Yeah, man, like, cause I mean, I feel like this, man. You can only keep so much pent the fuck in before we got to come pouring out. Just let that shit out. Just let that shit the fuck out.
And you could do it in the shower, man. It's cool.
Man, no. It don't matter. Well,
For sure. That's what I'm saying. For sure. Like it don't have to
it don't matter. Well,
have to
it
be-
don't matter if you got positive people around you, or negative people around you.
Mhm.
What a motherfucker think, man. Let that shit out.
That's my main motto.
Cry.
Hey, that's my main motto, bro. Like, fuck what anybody think of you, bro. They not living your simulation. They not living your life. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, bro. What anybody think of you. They
Yeah,
can't
man.
create your reality, bro. Only you
Y'all
can.
go through shit. Ain't gonna go through shit. That's just part of this fucking thing we call life. Like we got ups, we got downs, we got ins, we got outs, we got triumphs, and we got tragedies. It's one big fucking weird ass theater play with all kinds of plot twists and drama and shit.
Spiral effect. I call that the spiral effect.
Man. But there's nothing wrong with it, man. It's like I say, we gotta deprogram a lot of this shit that was placed upon us. I know we live in a sensitive ass society, so I have to kind of be a little choosy with my words versus being raw as the fuck and saying that shit. I'm sorry. I know like this shit done fucking changed now. Like somebody sold the game and just the game is no the fuck. You sold it to the wrong motherfuckers, man. But that's all right. We're gonna fix this shit. But cry and cry often. For real, for real. Like cry once a week. Yeah. Like pay attention to everything that you done experienced for that week. Whether it's joy or it's sadness. And if it's a need to cry,
cry. Let that shit out. I'm talking about, I done seen men be stiff as fuck. They daughter could be getting married, graduating, you know, some cause for celebration that's worth tears, and that motherfucker stiff. I'm like, bruh, let that shit out. Okay, people, you know, we transition into another form after we leave, after this physical vessel, you know, no longer animates itself, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with crying over missing that entity, that person. Let that shit the fuck out. Like, I done been to funerals, and I'm talking about, I done seen motherfuckers lose motherfuckers close. I'm talking about like on some mama type shit. And not shed a tear. And I'm like, bro, like, let that shit go. Don't worry about what nobody think. Like, in situations like that, we actually feel for you. We wonder why you not crying. We crying for you.
For sure.
Yeah. Let that shit out.
Because if you don't let it out that way, it's gonna
Let
become a ailment. A body
Yeah, there you go. I was just finna touch on that, bro. That shit eat your ass up, bro. That's how motherfuckers walk around with ulcers and shit like that.
strokes, heart attacks,
Oh man,
diabetes, all that
let
shit.
that shit out, man. Cause yeah, I understand. I'm gonna give you a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of science, and you can piggyback on this if you want to. Y'all gotta understand. Men understand. Crying releases endorphins and oxytocin, which are chemicals that help alleviate physical and emotional pain. So if need be, cry that shit out. See how you feel afterwards. See if you feel better. See if you
That's
feel
what I
lighter.
said. That's why I say you definitely gonna feel lighter. You definitely gonna, them tears of pain gonna turn to tears of joy. You gonna be like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It's a relief. It's a relief.
You're like, damn, I'm glad I got that out of me. Let's move on to the next thing. See. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause like I got friends, man. That I'm talking about, like these niggas, like bro, like you can't, like bro, like all that trying to be one way type shit. Like nigga, bro, shit happen. Like we gonna go through shit. Cry, nigga. Like that nigga be like they be trying to stay that way. Like bro, man, I know you got shit going on. Everybody know you got shit going on. Like ain't nowhere in hell you sitting here acting like you got it all together. Fake keeping your goddamn composure, bro. You need a hug, nigga.
For real. Niggas say fuck it and just hug him anyway.
Yeah,
nigga.
like, hey man, like that's how I am. Like for real. Like if I sense something ain't right with you, you got something going on. Like you ain't got to tell me shit. Like I come up and hug you, bro. Like, hey man, look, I don't know, ain't nobody done told you, and I don't give a fuck what nobody else think, bro. I love you. For real. I don't care. Don't nobody else tell you, I done told you. So you know somebody know that you matter to them, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, like us men, like we don't get that. Like we just do so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not so much. Like we do a lot. And like I ain't saying like, oh, you know, you gotta be like on some like, oh, grovel at a motherfucker. No, it ain't that, but like we don't even get like appreciation like that a lot of the time. And like that really be it, like that little shit like that, like just, you know, okay, like that shit encourage us to do more. Just some simple shit like, hey, I thank you for doing boom, 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 X, Y, Z. And it be out of the blue, and you be like, you're welcome, baby. You be like, you know what? Damn, that made me feel good that she noticed that I do that.
And that's what love is, bro.
Yeah.
Exchange of energy, bro.
Yeah.
You got to share that energy, bro. You feel me? If I make you happy, if I do something kind just to make you feel good, then do the same. And it doesn't have to be through something bought. It could just be through communication. Just tell a motherfucker thank you, man. I love you, man. You been here for me. You know what I mean? Like, just open up.
Got to.
That's the true abundance. That's true riches.
Yeah, man. Gotta be kind to each other.
That's price.
Gotta be kind to each other. But as far as like a support system for us men, I mean, and this applies to relationships too. But as far as us men having a support system amongst us, you know, amongst us to have that safe place to talk and freely express ourselves, we need more of that. We need way more of that. Like, I don't see enough of that. I see too much fucking bickering back and forth type shit, you know? Like, that shit really over fucking saturated, for real. And it's like, okay, we talk about these fucking problems all day throughout the fucking day. How are we gonna solve this shit? Some of this shit is actually okay. We just fucking complaining to fucking complain with a lot of this shit. So it's like, man, let some of that shit be. Whatever need to be changed, okay, it'll get changed. And this is one of them things that need to be changed. Like, with us men, like, nah, fuck no. Stop walking around holding this shit is. That shit will affect. It has a fucking effect on mental health. That shit will drive you fucking crazy. Holding all that shit the fuck in and thinking you got that shit the fuck together. You hear me?
For sure.
Let that shit the fuck out. I don't know what other better way to say it. And like, I'm not finna say that shit all sweet and soft spoken. Nah, we fucking grown ass men. Hey, bruh, cry if you need to. Fuck what anybody else think. Like, fuck this new generational society ass fucking view on saying men that cries this way and that way. Man, look, a man is a motherfucking man, period. And we go through shit. And we gonna go through shit. Just cause we strong don't mean we don't have feelings. And a lot of them times, those feelings need to be expressed. And we don't have those safe spaces to express those feelings. Whether it's in the home we done grew up in, the communities that we traverse in, or the house that we in, whether we in that house by ourselves or we in that house with a relationship. And it don't be a safe space within that motherfucker. Like, nah, we gotta change that dynamic straight up. But man, I'm done, man. You want to keep cooking? I'm done cooking, bro.
I mean, shit, they should be full off of that.
Man, like I say,
That was that food.
Yeah, man. Shoot, that's what the fuck soul food is. Fuck all that collard green hog, all that bullshit. No, this that soul food, man. This that shit. That's the shit that's supposed to touch you.
Just don't hide no aspect of you.
Nah, man. Like
That's limiting yourself. When you're everything, you're everything. So you're supposed to experience it all. Just never get caught up in any of it. You know what I mean? And that's just basically it. That's growth. Experience it all, but never stagnate with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we got to grow and evolve. Nonetheless, don't stay the same if it ain't beneficial, if it ain't positive. And most definitely change the negatives. That way the narrative of the negative will end up fucking changing too.
Yep. And it all starts with your way of thinking.
Oh yeah, man.
That's just it. Like,
We think we grown. We still growing up. We just teenagers with money with bills. That's all. Shit. That's all.
still the same.
Goddamn old ass teenage kids with responsibilities.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever grow up. You just grow old. Shit.
Cause all everybody want to do is play, love, and have fun, man. That's
Yeah.
That's
I don't want to play love. I want to live love.
no, I'm saying like play, like have fun, and you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
You just want to be nigga, just want to hang out for real.
man, yeah, like
How society is now, it's not.
what purpose do that serve? Hanging out. That sound like avoidance to me. What are you
Yeah.
running away from?
Mm-hmm.
Man, true. You ain't got nothing to add. We good. I think they done had enough. Shit, it's a Saturday night. They probably trying to get ready to go step out anyways.
For sure.
Game or whatever finna come on TV or some shit. I know what I'm finna do. I'm gonna find something to watch. Probably find me a movie, a documentary, and I like to feed my brain all the time.
Yeah, I'm finna finish this orientation for this herbal class. I got to send you the link for that too.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I need to go and finish that, man. Cause my shit was put on pause back a while back.
For sure. So yeah, that's what it is, bro. It was great. You know what I mean? Until the next one.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Like I say, you always welcome. Ain't nothing but love. Always gonna be love.
For sure.
Even though,
For sure.
for everybody else, if it's any topics, questions you like for us to go over, you can email us at knowledge4knowledge24 knowledge the number 4 knowledge24 all together at gmail.com, and we'll pick them out, go over them live and whatnot. You can also catch these episodes on the YouTube channel, man. Y'all go like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Knowledge for Knowledge, Knowledge the number 4 knowledge. Once again, thank you for joining and watching. Over here, we like to celebrate the richness and the culture, you dig? We hope this episode has inspired you and empowered you. Remember, knowledge is power, and together we can uplift and transform our communities. And I'm going to add to that. That shit start in the home and then go out into the community. Stay connected with us on social media and share your thoughts and your stories. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, keep learning, keep shining. Peace, peace. Shalom, shalom. Wa alaikum assalam.
Some of you niggas ain't real. Some of you niggas ain't real.
I know how it is. You want somebody that's mentor type, figure type shit.
Some of you niggas ain't real. Some of you niggas ain't real. And some of you niggas ain't real. Some of you niggas ain't real.
Guess what, people?
Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna do the live recap in about 20 minutes. Stay tuned.